beautiful people. It's good to see everybody. We have a new sight word, and it's can. Can. So that has to be in your brain. Just in your brain, drill it in. Can. So you know that forever. I can, you can, my mom can, my dog can, Tigger can, Nemo can, my baby can, whatever. It's can. Can. And we have a new story called Yes, We Can by Sam McBratney. It's a fiction story, meaning it's pretend, but it's kind of fun. So let's see what they had to say about Yes, We Can. Little Roo was chasing leaves one windy day. Roo's friend Country Mouse and Quacker Duck were waiting to play with him. Oh, they are cute, aren't they? Let's make a big pile of leaves, said Roo. A mountain of leaves, said Country Mouse. The biggest ever seen, quacked Duck. They began to collect all the leaves they could find, but making a leaf mountain is hard work, so after a while they stopped for a rest. Well, while they were resting, Little Roo said to his friend Quacker Duck, I know something you can't do. You can't jump over a big log. Yes, I can, said Quacker Duck. Quacker Duck tried as hard as she could, but little ducks aren't made to jump over big logs. Country Mouse thought it was so funny when Quacker Duck fell over the fallen down tree. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Don't laugh at me, said Quacker Duck to Country Mouse. I know something you can't do. You can't float on a puddle. Yes, I can, said Country Mouse. So Country Mouse tried to float on the puddle. But a little mouse isn't really made for floating. Oh, look at his face. Oh, my gosh. Little Roo thought it was so funny when Country Mouse crawled out of the water, soaking wet and dripping. That wasn't very nice, was it? Oh. Don't laugh at me, said Country Mouse. I know something you can't do. You can't catch your own tail. Yes, I can, said Roo. Roo tried as hard as he could to catch his own tail, but his tail would not be caught. It was too far away. Country Mouse and Quacker Duck laughed and laughed as Roo ran around in circles. Oh, there's a whole lot of unpleasantness here. Don't you dare laugh at me. Well, you laughed at me and you laughed at me, said Duck, Mouse, and Roo. No one was happy. No one was happy because each had made fun of someone else, and someone else had made fun of them. Instead of making the biggest mountain of leaves that anyone had ever seen, they looked as if they might all go home in a bad mood. Look at all their pickle pusses. Can you make a pickle puss? Can you make that? Can you do it? You're a good pickle puss maker. Little Roo's mother came to see what the fuss was about. I'm not surprised to see the three of you look so grumpy, she said. Nobody likes to be laughed at. It was true. No one liked to be laughed at. Why don't you show each other what you can do, said Roo's mom. Roo cried, I can jump over a big log. He hopped up and over the fallen down tree. Wow, that's really good jumping, the other one said. I can float on a puddle, said Quacker Duck, taking to the water with ease. Wow, that's really excellent floating. And when Country Mouse caught his own tail, Little Roo and Quacker Duck thought that his tail catching was the best they had ever seen. Yay, little mouse. There now, said Roo's mother. Can we all be friends again? Little Roo, Country Mouse, and Quacker Duck looked at one another. They were all thinking the same thing. Yes, we can! Look at the joy on their face. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that how you feel when you're with your friends or your family? It's nice to have people who love you, isn't it? And that's the end of our story. All right, so for what reason did I read this story? Just to make a pickle puss face? No. For the word can. Can. There are lots of things you can do. Let's see, what can I do? I can bicycle. I like to bike all the time. I can try to play tennis. I don't do that well. I'm just learning, and I'm more of a baseball person. I can try to draw. As I've told you, I'm not a great artist, but I can try. That doesn't mean I have to be fabulous, but I can try to do these things. What else can I do? All kinds of things. What can you do? You have this paper here. It says, I can. I can. Draw a picture in each of what you can do. Maybe you can be kind to people. Maybe you can read. Maybe you can hug your grandparents. Maybe you can play with your toys. Maybe you can build Legos. Lots of things you can do. You can do a million things because you're that smart and you're that talented. I can. Draw a picture of the things you can do. Then you're going to write your own sentence. A sentence? Yeah. This says, I can. See it? I can. You're going to write those words right there. I can. Let me help you out. All right, let me show you. So I'm going to get my board. And you probably have paper at home that has the cloud line to the ground line. So I'm going to go from the cloud to the ground, right? And then I'm going to put a finger space. And then I'm going to write C-A-N. Oh, that's going to be tricky, right? I can. Now, what can I do? I said I could ride a bike. So I'm going to try to, well, that doesn't look much like a bike, does it? Looks more like a wagon gone bad. But I tried. What's the first sound of bike? B. I hear a b. I hear a k sound. So I wrote, I can bike, and I put a period right at the end. So I tried to write my words. I can bike. Remember, if you try to write them, you earn a ticket. So I wrote, I can bike. Here, since you may not know how to write can very well, you'll have this paper and you need to trace can, and then write can, 3 times. Can. We're doing the can. Woo, we're doing the can. And then you're going to trace, I can. So you have the cans. I can do this. I can do this. I think this is going to be the trickiest for you. Maybe you want to do it last. That might be a great idea. I can. And then draw a picture. Try to have at least 3 colors. Yeah, don't do cheesy. No cheesy. We want good coloring. I can. Now, you have all that. And I'm just going to speed ahead. For math, you have this where you write the numbers. You're going to have to cut out the words and glue them there. Now, if that's a problem, then don't do it. If it's really upsetting, then don't do it. Down here, they're asking you, okay, how can you fit those letters in? Now, this is for those people who think they're Einstein. So my Einstein people. This looks like 3 little boxes. So I have to find a word that has 3 little letters. Oh, like 6 or 1. And I'm going to write the letters. I told you this is going to be tricky. This is not necessary. It's if you think you can. It's a challenge. Here's a tall letter and 2 short ones. All right, of these words, 2, T-W-O. So you're going to write in each box. This is a challenge. You don't have to do this part. This part, you're going to, I did that wrong. You're going to read the number. Then why don't you just write the number? Let's make it easy. Read the number, trace it, write it. Down here is the tricky. You don't have to do this. This is the challenge part. But you do have the cans because that's going to be in your brain. Do you have it in your brain yet? Drill it in your brain. Can. I've got can. Can in your brain. All right. I can. See you later. Have a great day. See you soon.